back to DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty, where on this channel, our vision is to empower the impoverished by helping you find financial freedom through crypto assets. If you like the mission, you resonate with the vision, and you find this content useful, please subscribe and leave a comment and a thumbs up. Hey guys, welcome back to DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty. So today, I'm going to be giving you an update on the AMA that Forex did with Crypto Avengers. It's about an hour and a half and about 13 hours ago for me, but decided I'd do an update anyway because there was a lot of stuff kicked out, and luckily got a really cool summary from the Telegram chat, and just going to be using that and what I remember in the notes that I took as well. So if you want to, you can go to Crypto Avengers and listen to the whole thing, or you can also check any of the group, check our group for this overview. So basically, he started the AMA with information about the DEX. So by the time you watch this video, he should have already met with the DEX, the one that he's been talking about that should be having the partnership announcement coming out in a week. So last week he said 2 weeks, so it should be next week, something that they're doing in regards to the Drip BUSD pool. So they will be having capital staked on their DEX, and you'll be able to earn yield on their DEX, 30% to 40% APY. And he talked about that will be going back to buy Drip into the vault. So this could be huge news for Drip next week, or whenever this announcement finally goes through. He didn't mention the Drip UI, but that was supposed to be done with it, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, that's actually still pushed back. But the dogs and the dog farm and pools is supposed to be done simultaneously, but that's actually 4 weeks away. So anyway, the main point of this is the major DEX, and the question is, what is the DEX? I've heard multiple speculations. I have no idea. I heard Venus. Could be DX, could be BuySwap. I don't know. Any of these DEXs are in the top 10. So you just said it's a major DEX, but hopefully by the time you watch this video, maybe he'll have this announcement. But definitely by the end of next week, we should hear something, which should be bullish for Drip. It's about time. That's what this video is about, is Drip. So we're going to be talking about where it's going in the short term. All right, next, Animal Farm this week, intending to open up the dog's credit contract. So the same way we did pigs, this week will be some kind of crediting UI dashboard kind of thing, very similar to, not Elephant Money, the Animal Farm, the way we did the pig token migration should be something very similar that will be on animalfarm.app, where you will submit your dogs, and that should be showing up this week. So that's great news. Then he said expect another 3 weeks for the migration. So we're looking at another month. And on Forex time, I would say instead give it 6 weeks. So by the end of June, we should have all the farms open, and hopefully sooner. But we've already seen how dates work. So don't put your hope with any of this, or take this with a grain of salt. But the fact that they're working on it and doing stuff, and the fact that they've already done it before, and it's not like the pig token migration, so it should be quicker and easier, but we will see. He also mentioned about putting a 2% fee on depositing Drip BUSD LP tokens into the farm, and 1% goes to buying Drip and send it to the vault, and 1% to the reservoir. So this was actually pitched by the host of the AMA. Talked about, if you remember, on these farms, these pools, there was only 1% tax on this Drip BUSD farm. And he mentioned putting another 1% tax and sending that to the reservoir, which is, that'd be great to support the reservoir floor. That's something I'm going to talk about in this video. So he said they could look at doing that, and it's a great idea. So maybe they'll implement it. Ultimately, that's just bullish for Drip and anybody that using that, because remember, you're using the Drip BUSD from the garden, so it's like a double whammy of benefit. He mentioned putting a governance control for how the cake will be utilized. The cake used to be utilized for pig injections, and he doesn't want to sell cake during this current approaching bear market, because he believes the price we're getting for it now is not what it's going to be worth, in a couple months from now, whenever this flips and turns around. But he's going to make that up to people who own a voice in the pig pen. So if you have pigs, you'll be able to vote in the pig pen. Wrong tab. This one. So remember, the whole purpose of this protocol is so that you can earn a portion of the platform. So if you have pigs, you'll be able to vote, and there'll be this voting tab that we have in the other one. So that will be pretty cool. All right, moving right along. Boosting the Drip tax vault. So this is where he talked about the scratch ticket model, and essentially he mentioned however much BNB is used to purchase Drip, as in starting off with 1,000 BNB per day. I'm sorry, not to purchase Drip, but to purchase the scratch tickets. 20% of that will go towards buying Drip and staking it in the tax vault. So he is very bullish on the scratch tickets and thinks it will be a game changer. I do too. This is a great way for any developer or any project to kind of fund and bootstrap their project without any coding. And I'm currently looking for developers for a project, so this would be super great to have. So we're looking at this being probably 1 to 2 months away. We'll use Forex time again, so let's just say 2 to 4, and we shall see. And then last, he talked about the lending platform, and that he wants done before the end of the year. So he is planning on getting that done. He did mention also his games. He had 2 developed already. Talked about that. Not going to go into that. Then also the DAO. If you have the 300 REAP tokens, you're able to get in the pre-sales, and he'll be doing the pre-sale for the scratch-off tickets within the next month or 2. And then he's also looking at creating a NFT model for a mini fraction of the DAO, like 1/10. So normally it would take $30,000 to get into the DAO. Maybe now it only takes $3,000, and you get 1/10 of the allocation as well, based on an NFT. Peer-to-peer lending by the end of the year, and privacy tool is something also he wants to work on. So that is really good news. Oh, and he posted this. This is the new what the pools will look like in support of the new animal farm. So that's cool. And one last thing I want to talk about is Drip, because that's what I'm really curious about. So we've been holding this $15 price range for the last couple of days, bouncing around 15 to 17. On the native DEX, it's sitting at 17. So this is actually a great time to buy from the BUSD. So remember, it's 11.25% tax if you were to buy from PancakeSwap. So 15.56 times 1.1125, 1731. Still really close. Doesn't change much. But you could save 10 cents per drip if you bought it on the BUSD farm. But anyway, what I really want to get at is how we've been consolidating around here. And if you zoom out, we did the same thing back here from the $29 to $36 range. We bounced around, and that was April 1 all the way until 24 April. So like we held that for quite some time, and until we got bad news about the delays, and then we kind of fell down, and then the market tanked, and BNB is tied to that, But what I'm getting at is that what we could see is holding this 15, or we could see it go lower depending on the delay of the animal farm and how bullish this announcement is for Drip. So speculation, what should you do right now? Well, within the next week or 2, so let's just say 2 weeks, we'll have this major announcement with the DEX. If we can hold this 15, then we could see a bounce from 15 and, maybe 20, 25, 30, something like that. However, if we don't get that announcement soon enough, and or the farms take longer than expected, you can expect this to drop below 15 and probably hit the low teens. We do have the Drip support from the sit rep that has us sitting at around $14 price floor. So theoretically we can hold that, but that's all based off of the BNB price of $307. So if that drops, then this will drop. So you can see we're actually kind of holding the floor as advertised and a little bit above. So it will all depend on how bullish the news is, how quickly it comes in. But with all of this coming up, Forex did mention that there will be announcements like every week or so towards the end of the year, like at least every other week, like something coming out, or every month a major development coming out. So you have right now the partnership with the DEX, then you'll have the farm coming unpaused, then you'll have the scratch ticket model, or I think then you'll have the UI, then you'll have the scratch ticket, then you'll have the borrow and lending by the end of the year. So literally every month should have something bullish for Drip. So this could be really awesome, especially if by the end of the year he gets the lending protocol done. Then you can say bye-bye to these low price floors on Drip, because the whales will not be selling their Drip and they're the ones that control it. So the smaller wallets will hopefully learn their lessons and stop selling as well. And then that means the supplies will get more and more locked up. So these next 3 to 4 months will tell us where we're at in regards to Drip. So by the end, by the top of the fourth quarter, basically by October, we should have a really good idea of what Drip is going to do and where it's going to go. Remember, it can bounce extremely quickly, so this can change in a blink of an eye. We had this run up 21 December from $25 to $75. So that's a 3x. 16 December, 10 December. What is that? Yeah, in like a week. So we can 3x in a week. So we could see that with this DEX announcement for sure. Could 3x from here and hit $45, $50, something like that. And if BNB continues to hold, then that would be great for us as well. So not financial advice, of course. Do your own research, blah, blah, blah. But just want to give you guys a little bit about Drip, because that's what the bulk of you guys are looking at. So if you're sitting on the sidelines, this is a great entry price. If you're also looking at dollar cost average, this has been great. We've been trading around low 20s for another month, past 3 weeks. So, all right, guys, that is it for this video. Do lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.